Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. We're listening to the Battle for Westnoth soundtrack. A game that I think I have played a little bit of. I guess it's kind of similar to Dominions in some way. Maybe we should actually do like a series on that. I really like the sprites for that one. They're really just like a lot of vibrant, like Super Nintendo looking sprites. Very nice. Anyways, that has nothing to do with anything. Last time we tried out LA Glitter Gem, another enraged eggplant one, and we didn't fare too well. I just really struggle with those nations that have just like really little kind of shitty units. Not that good of sacreds. I mean, they're all right. I think I probably should have made them a bigger bless. And then the summons kind of just sort of mid. I don't know. I don't know. I looked online on YouTube to see if anyone else has ever played a Glitter Gem Nation and recorded it, but no one has. There is one video. Well, there's some videos from Enraged Eggplant where he goes over like a national overview. I didn't watch them, so maybe that would have helped kind of explain some of his rationale, but yeah, I mean, I'm certainly going to be the first one to upload, presumably, a playthrough with these nations. So I don't know, maybe someone will chime in at some point in this whole journey and give me some tips on what I should have done, but I don't know. I struggle with really rough little troops like that. But let's roll up another one. 238 is our number. That is M.A. Negon, Dungeon of the Warlocks. We've already done that. Again, 130. That is the Empire Nuln. So it's another Warhammer Empire nation. I'm iffy on that because we just so recently did Altdorf. And I feel like that's going to be pretty similar. Let's just take a gander. I mean, you already know if I'm going to go with this or not based on the title of the video. But I'm leaning against it just because it's going to be pretty similar to what we did. Let's just look at Nuln. Bastion of the South. Right, so they're also going to get access to all the different types of mages, the wizards, bright wizards, all that stuff, gray wizards. They're going to have the tributes to get the special order of sacred knights or whatever, or different types of knights. I think they have some slightly different stuff. They've got a lot of the, you know, similar kind of infantry units, crossbowmen units, greatsword units. They probably have a little bit different stuff, of course. It's a different nation. They also have the war wagons, which would probably be pretty damn powerful, I would say. And the steam tanks, which would be very fun. So I don't think Altdorf got access to that stuff. No, they were all in on cavalry. So, I mean, Nuln would be kind of interesting for some of this more unique stuff. They do have sacred cavalry, bunch of non-sacred cavalry. It's very heavy. Yeah, I mean, it probably would just be a lot of cavalry again, but mixed with some wagons to just kind of tear over stuff. I mean, 20 protection, 46 hit points, size 8 tramplers is, oh boy. Oh boy. And they got dudes with like halberds, 21 damage halberds inside with 18 protection. You could win just with war wagons. And then the steam tank, don't even get me started. Yeah. So, you know, I'm sure it would be... I'd like to do it at some point. But I think, yeah, Empire is still a little fresh in the mind. I remember the game, at least. So, we'll wait. 95 is going to be vanilla. Vanilla. L.A. Pythium. Okay, we just went up against L.A. Pythium, actually, in the last game. Pythium Serpent Cult. No, we have done LA Pythium. That was my third game. That's right. And, you know, we could do Return to it, but it was a special thing for the 100th one for Ulm. So, yeah, I mean, we did LA Pythium and we won. It was a long time ago now, many moons ago, but we did do it. So, no, okay. 110. That is M.A. Erytheia, which I did do on stream with Lego. It was a quick one, but I did it. 81. We're going to get something here. Erytheia, Kingdom of Two Worlds. There you go. Oh, that is not a modded nation. Why did I always think that's a modded nation? Okay, so it's L.A. Erytheia, a vanilla one. Okay, so we're going to play with... We'll play with Divinitas, because I like mixing it up. Divinitas is just really fun mod. Make sure that we got our gem gens. Make sure we got some of this stuff. Trusty research. Okay. And let's play on... Let's play on Riverlands. No... Valanis. We were going to do Valanis last time, I think, and then it didn't have a cave lair. So we're going to play on Valanis this time. Mangg's LP's 102. LA. And we're playing with 7. Erytheia, Kingdom of Two Worlds. Alright. So this is a mix of Pelagia and a former Archoscephalian colony. Interesting. So we are land and underwater. We prefer heat scale +1. We have amphibious mermen, aquatic tritons, and some humans. Light infantry, heavy infantry. We get access to all the elements. So that's fire, air, water, and earth. Astral and some nature. Triton mages can convert water gems into astral pearls. Oh. Priests are strong, but possibly insane. Great, I love that. Heat limit +1, and we have standard forts. Alright. Erythian scouts can be recruited in both land and underwater forts. So these are mermen scout, poor amphibians. Stealthy 50. Machimos commander. 75 leadership. Pretty standard. Erythian commander, underwater and coastal forts, 100 leadership, or amphibian and formation fighter 2 with pearl blades. Ooh, that is nice. Nomarch, priest 2, or amphibian, patrol bonus, tax collector, uninspiring. Okay, it's a nice cheap priest 2. That's pretty good. Mystic, 1 astral, and then fire, water, earth, or astral. Adept researcher +1. Well, you get your big astral communions, which honestly is probably like the only magic I really ever need. Usually we don't end up utilizing all our mages in the long run. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do, I suppose. It depends. Yeah, it depends. Usually I'm more of a buff guy, if anything. Mages are used for buffing. But astral communion is kind of nice because they can all just like spam mind burn or whatever, or solar rays, or you can do like if we find a monolith throne or something, you can do like big magic duels. You can do stuff like that. It's not bad. They're not priests, so you don't get any holy smite spam or anything. Mermage, underwater and coastal forts, water 1, and then fire, water, earth, astral. Yeah, I mean underwater they're good. When I get access to summon water power and stuff, but as it is, it's hard to say. Dadukos, underwater coastal forts. Fire 1, astral 1, there you go. Fire, air, water, earth, astral. 50% for water, earth, air. Jeez, that is big time magic. But no matter what, you're going to have big fire communions. But yeah, they're going to have air in there, they're going to have water in there, they're going to have earth in there. You just have a lot of communion stuff. And they're adept researcher too, so on average they're going to have 15 research ability for 255. That's pretty good. Prince of the Setting Sun, cap only. Fire 1, Astral 1, Holy 2, and then... Is this legit? Is this a real thing that I'm looking at? Prince of the Setting Sun. Yeah, this is its official stats. Okay, wild. So theoretically, you could just get one that has Fire 1, Astral 1, Water 1. That is possible. But on average, you're going to get 3 extra things. So on average, you're going to get air, water, earth, and then probably a fire, another fire, or another water, or another astral. You know, there's different... It's pretty big. They're poor amphibians. They have Sun Awe 2, which is great if they're not in the water. But they are Insane 5, which isn't too bad considering their fucking thug potential. Now, where they go wrong with thug potential is that they kind of have to be geared. They have 1 protection, natural, for some reason. They have 8 attack, 8 defense, 9 speed. So they're really... They have a lot of potential, but not like thug in a box kind of thing, ready to go. Ship them out. And it kind of depends on what they get. They really do want that like random earth. They also would really benefit from the 2 air. So I think if you manage to luck into one that gets 2 air and the earth random, you're sitting pretty. Princess of the Setting Sun. Fire 1, Water 1, Holy 2, and then basically a similar lineup. More likely to have earth. But air 2 is going to be pretty unlikely. Also Sun Awe 2, also Poor Amphibian, also Insane 5. They're pretty similar. Yeah. Triton Noble, underwater forts, 100 leadership, aquatic only, and recuperation. Triton Priest, underwater forts, level 1 holy, aquatic, and Pearl Mage. Level 2 water, level 1 astral, air, water, astral, nature, aquatic, but Pearl Cultivator. So I can change water gems into pearls. 1-to-1 ratio. Right. Okay. I mean, as far as a water mage is concerned, it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Units. We have Machimos. Obviously pretty average, but 7 protection, 14 defense. They get javelins for 12 damage, and short swords for 15 with 11 attack. Parry 4 shields. Not a bad little unit. I mean, certainly not the worst, like, militia kind of unit we've ever seen. Thyreophorites. Underwater and coastal forts. Pretty damn similar. They get spears instead of short swords, which is a big improvement. They're poor amphibians. If you need to head into the water, it's not a bad, cheap option that probably can hold its own a little bit. But they will have -1 attack, -2 defense, +1 encumbrance underwater. So, you know, they'll be fairly average underwater. Erythean crossbowmen can only be recruited in coastal forts. They have helmets, no shields or anything, and they have Gastrophedes. Range 25, attack 12, 10 piercing, armor piercing every 2 rounds, and it can be used underwater. That is very unique. So at range like 12 underwater. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Erythean Hoplite, underwater and coastal forts. Here you go. They got Hoplon shields, 4 parry, 19 protection there. They got 18 protection overall, but 17 on the body. 9 defense only, so on average, most attacks are just going to bypass that shield anyways. But yeah, they have good protection regardless. 12 MR, 11 morale, 5 speed is pretty damn slow. Even slower underwater, they're going to be at like speed 2. But they are Formation Fighter 2 with length 4 spears dealing 13 damage. This is probably what I'd pick if I want to go underwater. Just a nice wall that they have to come up against and get repelled by. Erythean Phalangite Coastal Forts. Similar. Don't you rust if you go underwater or something with iron? Isn't there something with that? Rust. Yeah. So basically, if you just go underwater with iron, you will be rusted. Okay. And it calls it out that they're armed with iron weapons, not supposed to conquer the sea. That task is left for the bronze-clad hoplites, which have bronze spears, bronze hauberks, hoplite helmets, presumably, yeah, also made of bronze, and bronze shield. They're all bronze. Yeah. So what do these guys get? They get 2 extra defense. They lose 3 protection. But the defense is a pretty big factor for it hitting the shield, which is very valuable. They get 1 extra hit point, 1 extra morale, 3 more speed, 1 extra attack, 1 extra damage. Yeah, overall they're better. And for land, this is what you'd pick. They can go underwater, but you don't really want to do that. And then Soldier of the Setting Sun, cap only sacred. Core Amphibian, Sun Awe 1, which is great. Formation Fighter 2. 18 protection, 14 defense with 5 parry Pearl Shields. Magic Shields, excellent. Their 5 speed is pretty damn slow. And they have 13 hit points, 14 defense. Yeah. Pearl Blades, 12 attacks, 16 slash pierce magic damage. So they basically come with free magic weapons and awe. That's pretty damn good. Now it's Sun Awe, so it doesn't work in darkness, caves, or underwater. And rain and snow reduces the effect by 2, but effects that enhance the sunlight will have a positive effect indeed. Like if we cast Solar Brilliance, which we probably wouldn't want to cast unless we give... we could give them low light vision, though. As a bless. I think solar eclipse, I meant, not solar brilliance. Solar eclipse. Oh, but that's not the... What is the other one? I guess solar brilliance is probably what I was thinking of. But that's probably not something we want. Isn't there another one that's like... No, I guess that's it. Okay, no, I'm confusing 2 different things. No, so we would not want solar eclipse. Well, you could give them, like, Spirit Sight, right? And then we could do Solar Eclipse. Or Solar Brilliance. Sorry, I keep confusing the 2. I don't know if Spirit Sight... Well, we could give them Recuperation, and then it doesn't matter if they're blind, but it kind of matters for in the battle. don't know. Is there a good way to, like, bless? Or is there any way to bless to counter solar brilliance? I don't know about that. I just think because solar brilliance is 5 astral, so it would be like a pretty nice thing in the late game if I could just have all my sacreds cast solar brilliance and like blind all the enemies and I can avoid it. But I don't think there's a bless that works here. Not that I'm. I mean, we could stack MR. We could stack more, and they already have 14 fucking magic resistance. So really, like, Enchanted Blood for 1, and then maybe another +1 to 16. Almost no one will get blinded, would be my guess. So that is maybe viable. And then Sunaw's presumably better? I think. I don't know where I'd specifically... I don't know. Right. Triton Militia. Aquatic. 1 protection, 8 defense, 14 damage, poison spears with no armor whatsoever. Yeesh. Triton Soldier, underwater forts. Aquatic only. 17 damage tridents. With shield, 14 protection, 12 defense, 15 health. That is a nasty little piece of work. Triton Hoplite. Even fucking better. 18 protection, 16 health, 10 defense, 12 morale. Formation Fighter 2. Length 4 spears for 14 damage and the poison. These things will shred anything underwater. That's great. And then we can also get Triton Knights, which are underwater cavalry. 19 damage lances and 16 damage spears. Shields, 16 defense, 70 protection, 16 health, 27 speed. And the mount has 19 protection, 25 hit points. Recuperation has the Alicorn for 16 magic piercing and the Tail Flipper for 10. Yeah. You could probably just make those things too, but they're quite expensive. So, probably you'd want to stick with mostly these. Okay, and we'll look at national spells real quick. Pride of Lions, Hound of Twilight. Yeah, most of the stuff. Dactyl? Dactyl. It is a, it's a dwarf. It's a little dwarf commander. With 1 air, 1 water, 2 earth. And then fire, air, water, earth, death. 10% for another one. Okay. So, you know, yeah, but it's kind of pricey to gamble on all that stuff, so... I don't know. It is sacred. I guess... Oh, it's also a master smith, which is probably mostly why you're going to make it. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. Alteration, we get... nothing. Evocation. Nothing. Construction. Nothing. Well, not nothing, but it's usual sort of stuff that I don't really make. I mean, I guess we could look for national items or something, but... yeah. Enchantment. So Dragon Teeth, of course, which is a decent spell. I don't think we've ever cast it because Earth Gems are always meh. Thaumaturgy, nothing. Blood Magic, nothing. And Divine, nothing. Okay. Well, my general read then is probably to do... I don't know, pretty sacred heavy, I suppose. It's kind of the boring option, but they're damn good, aren't they? You could just do a working man's bless on these and not think about it too much. Yeah, I think we'd want to bump up the MR even more and try to cast Solar Brilliance in the late game. Yeah, probably. Except that the Mystics would be the one casting that. They do also have 14 MR, though. And if we cast Anti-Magic first... Anti-Magic gives our entire army plus 4 MR. So we'd have someone casting that, someone casting Solar Brilliance, and basically just blind the entire enemy army. If it's undead or something, it just gets kind of disintegrated. And our Sun Awe, for anyone that's left, is even more powerful. I think that's kind of fun. And then we could join the Sacrets with these crossbowmen. But range 25 is pretty damn low. Although our guys are pretty slow. So we probably can keep this kind of tightly packed anyways. I don't know. We can give it a try, I suppose. And then we want to conquer the water with these hoplites and maybe a few Triton Knights. Yeah. That's my read on it. Guide here. He actually does have a guide for LA Erytheia from Dominions 5, but he mentioned something here that doesn't seem to be evident to me, so I just want to double check the page, the wiki page for 5. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think that was removed in 6. They used to apparently have a underwater shape that gave them 16 combat speed underwater. That does not seem to be evident here. I can double check. Let's see. The Soldier of the Setting Sun. Oh, they do still have the C shape. It's just not mentioned at all. So yeah, they gain like a flipper and they gain 16 combat speed underwater, but they lose the Sun Awe. Okay. I don't know why that would not be mentioned. Yeah, it's not really mentioned at all. And it says they're a poor amphibian, so you're not inclined to lead them underwater at all. I don't know if we will anyways, because the Sun Awe is pretty powerful, and we have good troops underwater. I don't know. But maybe just to take like a spot underwater and then build a fort there. Right, so for the guide... Did this change? Oh, those are heroes he's talking about? I don't know. He's saying that I have a king and a queen? Oh, okay. When the first prince is recruited, an event will pop up asking for a princess. If no princess is recruited, a small unrest event will happen in the capital. When there is a prince and princess at the capital, a royal wedding will take place, and 100 gold is given to the player. They will get king and queen titles and get holy 3. That's pretty great. If there are 2 princes or 2 princesses in the same province, they might try to kill each other with assassins. Solar brilliance does increase the sun-off effect by 2. Okay. So his major bless options: fire and shock resistance, bark skin, various resistances, attack skill, defense skill. His rainbow option gives attack skill, precision, defense skill, strength, MR or spirit sight, 2 to 3 undying, strength, blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, alright. I don't think he does mention solar brilliance, which is something I definitely would like to utilize. Kind of high end though. It's enchantment 8. So it's going to be a late game thing, but that's okay. Right. So yeah, I think we're just going to kind of do a relatively normal... Well, we're going to see what our pretender chassis is, because we're going to randomize that. We may not get exactly what we want out of a working man's bless if we don't get... You know, if we get like a Dominion 2 monster or something, the working man's bless is going to be hard. But I think they're a flexible enough option here that we might be able to do anything with them. So let's press R. Okay. Oh boy. We got the Lord of the Waves. Alright, we're going to do some underwater shit here then. So he's air, water, nature. He's amphibious. He's got recuperation. He has gift of water breathing 500. Disease resistant 100. Dominion monster summoner. He summons mermen warriors up to Dominion candles each month. He has a bodyguard of 4 sacred Knight of the Deeps whilst below the waves. If he sight searches the same underwater province for 2 turns and spends 300 gold, he'll create a palisade there. That's pretty good. And underwater forts will gain 20 resources and 30 gold income and will be able to recruit bronze-armed mermen. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he does stuff. What? I don't even... Oh, we're playing on Volanus? Yeah, there's not that much water here, but we will definitely control it, that's for sure. We'll have all the water places, and, you know, that does give us often a lot of good throne connections, so I'm kind of okay with that. We have... Yeah, these are not... This is not what we'd want. New paths cost 60 for him. Well, let's just dip this down and we'll take a look. Probably almost certainly are going imprisoned, because I think we need decent scales. Yeah, these things are pretty hefty. Crossbowmen aren't too expensive. These things are pretty hefty. Knights are really hefty, so I think we want probably at least 1 and 1-ish. Probably decently high Dominion. If I was going to expand into any other field, probably blood. I think, yeah, probably blood. but we need higher than that. Yeah, at least that. For Enchanted Blood and Blood Surge. We could take Recuperation in case we do get blinded in the late game. Recuperation is kind of nice. Especially at that point in the game where we might have a bunch of ones that are beat up. And then I have 1 point for, well, that's if we don't want to tank scales a bit more. We could tank a little bit more. You get 2 points, and then I could probably get either defense skill or strength. Yeah, I mean, swiftness would be pretty good, but I worry what we'd have to tank here to get it. Something like that. That would give us the defense and plus 30% movement rate, which isn't massive when you only have 5. It's not great. I wish it was almost a flat number, like 30% plus 1 or something like that would be kind of nice. Because this is going to put us at 7 instead of 5. Is that really worth 4 fucking points? Not really. Weightlessness would be better, but that's far more expensive. So instead, we could take just more defense. Like another defense and another strength. Their strength's not... I mean, our damage isn't insanely good. But with a strength that put us at 17, this puts us at 20 then. So 20 damage is not bad. What did you just take? Do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. That's reasonable. So then we'll get recuperation online later in the game after our guys have been beaten up and once we're going to start casting Solar Brilliance. But yeah, Nomion. Playing Valanis with 7. So let's just put it at 11, I suppose. Okay, well, we got a coastal fort. This is a very unique starting position that I've never seen anyone have. So that's kind of exciting. And we have a throne in our cap circle, as well as another one here, where we got the water right next to us. It's not bad. Bad at all. Yeesh. That's not too hot, is it? Yeah, we got no resources. Okay, we'll work on that. And for mages, we're mostly making the Daducos. And then for magic, we really kind of want to just work towards that, because, I don't know, it just seems fun. We're going to have big astral communions. Big fire communions. I didn't take any fire resistance because I'm kind of dumb like that. Yeah, just sort of big jumbled communions of some... I'm not sure, really. I mean, everything is kind of good, right? Everything has some purpose to something. Might want to do some site searching, because we're going to have kind of a big... Well, yeah, oh yeah. We're going to have guys that have 2 fire, 2 air, 2 water, 2 earth. So, yeah, let's just go down Thaumaturgy for now. We'll work on enchantment later. Something like that. Let's get all the remote site searching, it's fine. We were playing against Phlegra, Angia, Atala, Zabalba, Bogarus, and Utgard. Hopefully we don't have to go against some elephant statue again for Pantala, but we'll see. In this case, we actually want the ranged option to be further back, because these guys are very, very slow. Very slow and old. They're not old, but they're just damn slow. Damn, they're slow. There you go. Alright. So, Sacred Stats with Blood Surge active. 13 hit points, 18 protection, 16 defense. That's very solid. 15 MR, baby. 16 morale. Reinvigoration 1, which is good because they have a lot of encumbrance. Their fatigue's going to build up fast, so they need to kind of end things fast. But they do have Sun Awe 1, which is very important. And 15 attack on the Pearl Blade, 20 damage. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're the best Sacreds we've ever had, but they'll do their jobs. They'll do their damn jobs. Yeah. As you can see. I guess in this case, we probably want to be all the way back. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get in the water, get that port going. Yep, didn't lose any. That awe is going to be damn strong. And that's all we get until I clear this throne and get in the water here. We can take these guys underwater, including the Prophet, so I guess we probably could. They're slow as shit, but why not? Yeah, we got bronze weapons. Yeah, we're all good. No iron. They can go underwater. Oh, actually, they're super fast. We just don't have awe, which is a little scary, but we can handle these jabronis. No problemo. There you go. There's their C shape. Yeah, no problem. Oh, we did lose one because of the lack of awe. Alright, that's it. Get out of the water. Get a Triton commander there to build a fort. Alright, we have another throne here. Might be a reasonably early goal, but I think we should get this. Look at that, there's another throne here. We can wrap this up real fast, because there's going to be, yeah, there's a throne here in the water. And there's a throne here, good lord. All over the place. Maybe I set the throne count too high. I do that sometimes. Okay, just wait a turn. Build the rock walls. Alright, Pangea is over here. also have Thaumaturgy 3, which gives us access to Augury. Start working on that. Enchanted Fire. Good, 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 good. Good. Damn solid army here. Oh yeah, we wanted to get maybe a king and a queen. But that's only once we get our first prince. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, we're going to want to do that eventually, but... Nice. Working out well now. This one could be a little spicy. See how it goes. Got Thaumaturgy 4, so now we have Auspex, but... Oh, yes, we did. Excellent. Working well, working well. Yeah, 3 sacreds there. Too many heavy calves, but it's alright. Yeah, we could just settle for this, and this is as far as we go, because I don't really need to go any further. But we probably want to get a fort built here, and so I'll grab everything else. And then these are kind of easy thrones. I don't know, that's just me. Oh, there's another one in the sea up here. Yeah? Okay. Oh, and Flager's capital is ready. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuckers. That's not gonna be good. Hey, you wanna be... Oh, God. You wanna be buddies, please? Please be buddies? I didn't really need this spot. Well, all the more reason to build a palisade here. Thunder Oak and Sparkling Fields. Good, good. Need Conjuration 3, which means that we can cast Voice of Apsu. Nope, that's Conjuration 4. I knew that. You knew that. We all knew that. We all knew that. Yeah, he refused, actually. Okay. Yeah. We can start making troops here now. So we want the Erythian hoplites, I believe. Or do we? They're weaker than the Triton hoplites in underwater battles. Yeah. So they are, aren't they? Where are they at? They do get the Hoplons, which are much more protection, but they don't really need it. And you'd rather have the +1 defense. So yeah, I suppose they are better. They are better. Pretty pricey on resources, though. Alright, we'll go for the Triton Hoplites. Pricey though they may be. Okay. We have some crossbowmen, I suppose, but we're just going to do this raw dog. I don't really have any buffs that would do anything. I mean, I could conjure Nest of Salamanders. Yeah, fuck it. We'll bring along 2 guys that are going to have 3 fire gems each. And they're going to spam Nest of Salamanders just to help out. And I have decreed it, and so it shall happen. Probably also could just take this. I don't have to go through the water to get to that one. Just take this. Build a fort there as well. Zabalba's come up here. That's okay. I don't need to go further east, so let's be buddies. And let's be buddies. Let's do it. Crossbows. Too bad it's not enough. We lost 20 sacreds on that one. Mostly due to the crossbows. Yeah, it was a lot of crossbows. Alright, it's acceptable. Why don't you just search that and you can head back? Actually, why don't you head there to build a lab? Alright, we got Conjuration 4, Evocation 3. I think we start just working down enchantment a bit. You can now do Arcane Probing everywhere. And you can do Voice of Apsu everywhere. I just like gems. I don't always use them well, but I like having them. Legra accepted. Zabalba refused. We got a throne. We got nothing. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah, we'll build a temple there, too. Alright, let's go get some more troops, and we'll take this. Claim it. Take this. Claim it. Good, good, good. I can get more, a lot more crossbowmen now. We may want to build I don't know if we want to build a fort here. This is kind of in our inner circle. I think we could take these 2 and build a fort here, maybe. We can get some troops here. But man, do we really have that much cap-only stuff? Is that really how it works? Yeah, coastal forts. So our only option for that is Machimos, which are not terrible. But I might rather just have some heavy cav. Oh, and we can send a mage down there. So you don't have to have a holy level. You don't have to be a priest to build temples. You can just be sacred. Also, I should have taken unaging, because that's going to bite us in the ass until recuperation comes online. Oh, Zabobble declared war. Okay. Well, he has one venue to attack me with, and I have a decent amount of cash on hand, so I guess we'll see about that. But we should also PD this up. Okay. We'll do that strat again, I suppose. We think 22 is enough to take something here. They're pretty good. We can probably take this. That might give us a bit more to work with. So, sure. Except we have to do fucking water box formations. I don't know if we really want this to be a castle. I don't know how much I care. Let's see how it went. Yeah, I can't imagine we lose that. Yeah, that's how that went. 2,000 people in Omer. Alright, let's just start getting mermages or pearl mages. Mermage is a cheaper option, but it is less research. Alright, we'll just do mermages for now. This one's kind of a bit trickier, but we might be able to do it. Right, let's get construction 3, and then alteration 4, and then enchantment till the end. Second throne battle. Damn it. Slipped past. Killed some mages. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, we lost one of the mage, 25 of the crossbowmen, 2 sacreds. Yeah, that's short range, man. That is brutal. Okay, we only lost 2 of the hoplites down there. That was good. At this point, we probably want to get some of these things. They're pretty damn good. Claim, search. Ah, Zabulba is here. Zabulba is here, Mr. Burton. Stay away, Zabulba. There's dart throwers. I don't want to lose any part of this. Keep trying to be his friend. Be his friend, please. I don't know what he's got his dick in a twist for. Didn't do a damn thing to him. stream, waterfall, tar pits, and he attacked my main army for some very brave, bold reason. And they snuck right past. No, no, that's the PD that got routed. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? I'm gonna die. We lost one sacred, one hoplite. I didn't even know I still had hoplites, but sure. And that was that. Yeah. Please stop hurting me. Well, you haven't really hurt me. You've hurt yourself. Please stop hurting yourself. Well, it's 2 thrones done, man. It's pretty good. Might be a real nice and easy game. I think our knights got routed. I think they did, and then they died. That's wild. Sure. We should probably get a princess and a prince. We'll just queue that up. Shades? What you talking about, shades? He refused again. Yeah, his hoplites are good. Voice of Opsued everything, but we could get Voice of Tiamat now, which would be pretty damn good. Let's do that real quick. Man, that's an easy throne. Alright, just head back. No problem, really. I think this game might be done in like 5 turns. Kind of sad they're not going to see Solar Brilliance, because that's like... That's Solar Brilliant Enchantment 7. Yeah. I doubt it. I'm not making mages here, though. Legger declared war. That's kind of unfortunate. He's gonna take this. I don't think I even bother defending it. Yeah. God even gonna come out by the time we win? Easy route. Yeah, generic heavy cav can do some work too. Not to be underestimated. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should do something with water, right? We have summon water power somewhere. Summon water power requires 1 water. All these guys could just cast it and do something with it. Not quite sure what. They can summon lesser water elementals, which are not bad, right? Sure. Shade Beast, Swamp Drake, Heavy Cav, Linomir. Yeah, the poison's going to be pretty annoying. Also, my Prophet is cursed. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. And there's nothing we can do about it now. I don't like this massing of forces at my border. There you go. New king has been crowned. He has now become divine and sits upon the throne of both worlds. The king has yet to marry his favorite sister. Yeah, that's a tough decision to make, I know. So the land shall have a queen and the king a spouse with which to share his power. Holy magic +1, some gold. And he became a king. Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, not bad at all. The insane thing is kind of annoying, but that's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, he decided to move away. He is a little boxed in, I'll admit, but that scared him off at least. Just don't want to lose the thrones. I really should build palisades on him instead of just throwing PD at it. That's called bad gameplay from my side. Yeah, I mean, we're like, I don't know, 7 turns off from Solar Brilliance. And the Queen. Month of festivities followed the royal magic. Marriage, there was much commerce and happiness. Good, good. Alright. Everything's pretty simple here. I'm gonna summon water power. Summon a few lesser water elementals. Cast that, cast that, cast that. You get to summon... And then you could do school... Or you could do regular water elementals. Yeah, probably. Or I could do friendly currents, but... Less exhausted by fighting, huh? Probably worth doing, huh? But I don't know. Water elementals are fun. We'll go for a skirmish box here. Alright. It's fine. Uh-oh. Well, he's not necessarily going for me. He's got multiple options with Zabalba there and everything, so... Yeah, I think we can scare him off. Probably. Okay. Alright. Third throne battle. Well, that was quite easy, wasn't it? Water thrones are pretty damn easy. I don't know why. Maybe it's harder to design a tough water throne? Not sure. But needless to say, you're good. You've done your job. Okay, well, let's take on this throne. Not gonna be super pleasant. be a lot of poison. Let's see if we all die. Then we'll come back with Solar Brilliance and win the day. Yeah, Voice of Tiamat. So good, so good. Gorge of Glowing Fish. Sunken Tower. Spent a battle in Zenthra. Let's check that out. It's a lot of sacreds. All with Sun Awe. I think snowing? Snowing? Yep. Okay. We lost 100. We lost every single last sacred. Every single one. The poison is immense. The poison is not to be underestimated. But we killed all the Shade Beasts, all the heavy infantry, almost all the heavy cav, all but 2 of the forest trolls. But there's still 50 swamp drakes there. Yeah, so that's the real problem now, is we don't have nature as an option. So there's no poison resistance here. I don't know if I can summon anything or make anything that would have... We may have to just wait for our pretender to just go in there and cast something huge and fuck them up. Because I don't know if Solar Brilliance is really going to help. Or we could just go get the other water throne, which is probably the smarter option. Alright, you're going to go in the water. You're going to go here. We'll just go get the other water throne and call it a day. I said we were going to dominate the water, and why wouldn't we? Yeah, let's get a palisade here. He did attack Omer and took Omer. I don't know where Omer is. Let's figure out where in the world. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Alright, we're going to defend this place. You're going to build this place. Alright. Our god has arrived. He attacked Tarim. Okay. Oh, he can just cast big fucking poison resist on everybody. Which is enchantment, right? Serpent's Blessing. Yep, that would do it. Enchantment 7, we're about to get it. Okay, well then we're good. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's good. I mean, you can probably cast something else that's pretty big. Well, I mean, we could be... I have so many gems. Got a lot of air gems. Could be casting something big. Contact Draconians. Sure, get us some Draconians. Why don't you get us some more Draconians? I mean, they're not like mind-blowing or anything. But they have 45 hit points, and they do 20 damage. I mean, they are kind of mind-blowing in some sense. Pretty damn good. Yeah, we could take more mages, I suppose. Why would you not want more mages? Yeah, don't worry about the water elementals. Just kill stuff. Good. Alright, got another draconian pack. Are we happy with that? Probably happy with that. Well, we're waiting for him to come, so why don't you get another one? Oh yeah, I didn't want you. I didn't want you. Oh my god, it's so easy. I don't even need to wait. Okay, I guess we'll wait. But we might be able to actually style on him with 5. Yeah, let's style on him with 5. I like that. So, yeah, okay. Then we're actually not going to send the Prophet into this battle. God damn it. I just want every last soldier, that's all. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to take you. And you're going to go here. And then you guys... You're making it that way. We're just patrolling. And you are going to go this way as well. Yeah, I feel pretty well protected here. Got palisade there. Why don't we get a palisade here too, just to be extra sure. Also, PD up our water one. And Bob's your uncle. For palisade. That's okay. We don't need any more research where we're going. Whoops, I forgot to get nature gems. Alright, we're gonna wait a turn. I don't know if it's strictly necessary. But I may as well. Jeez. Hell was that battle? Yeah, that was... Yeah, that's a throne... underwater throne battle. That's what that looks like. Perfect example. Alright, let's give you this, this. And you're just going to be scripted. Oh yeah, we already have that. Right? No, I didn't... Okay. Hold and attack rear, hold and attack rear, hold and attack rear, hold and fire archers. No, closest. Closest. Hold and attack closest. Right, so you're just gonna cast, big bada boom stuff. Not Wrathful Skies, that would be bad for my guys. Unless I also cast, like, Thunder Ward. Oh man, Mass Regeneration. Wow. Well, no, we want Serpent's Blessing. That'll fatigue him a bit. I thought about Howl, but by the time he gets Howl cast, I don't know. If you can get one Mass Regeneration off, it's pretty huge. On my Sacreds. Okay. Let's watch the final throne battle. 5 of 5. 5 of 4. Actually. Mass Regeneration. That'll do it. That'll do it, baby. We lost 18 Draconians, 1 Crossbowman, 3 Turtle Warriors, 12 Wave Warriors, no Sacreds, but they also didn't do anything. Those Draconians were mean, man. Mean! And we got a Ring of the False Prophet. Nice. Which means that our king... Oh, I have to hand it off. Okay, well, I'm gonna make a lab just to do that. So we have to wait for this guy to get there anyways. No, it can't be transferred. That's so bullshit. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, one more turn to wait. Didn't get to see Solar Brilliance, even though I did have Enchantment 7. It wasn't the right call for that battle. Okay, claim and style on their ass. 5 out of 4, baby. Okay. Well, oh, and he attacked Tarim. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Iron Guards. Oh no, he took all gold, but I won the game. Right. Well, there you go. Now, granted, we are playing a map without... Well, we're playing a map with water that had 2 underwater thrones, even though I didn't need both of them. And there wasn't an actual underwater nation, which allows us kind of unfettered water supremacy. And aside from that, we did kind of get lucky with other throne placements. But I mean, you know, we operate in a vacuum. Yeah, we have our kind of standard settings that we play all these nations on, and that allows me to kind of compare them all relatively evenly. I mean, yeah, there's always going to be random circumstances and random wars, and who knows what'll happen, but, you know, it tries to be somewhat balanced here. And granted, we got kind of lucky with wars, sort of, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we did get 2 wars declared on us by, you know, neighboring nations here. And yeah, we didn't really fight them at all, but I had the money, I had the wealth to defend myself, or to kind of dissuade them from actually just attacking us outright and taking over all our shit, while still allowing me, like, the breathing room to take thrones and to continue elsewhere. And not many, I mean, a lot of nations can't do that. A lot of nations are going to be cash strapped constantly. I mean, you've seen this time and time again if you watch all these, where I just don't have the money to put PD up in different places because I'm building up an expensive army and all my money's going into mages or, you know, units or things like that. And so just for a nation to be able to have, and I didn't have amazing scales, but because I was just making my sacreds pretty much, and some crossbowmen and some relatively cheap mages, and I had, you know, I was not in a resource-heavy area. This is all plains land, so this is all kind of decent income. And I was able to go into the water, which has some pretty nice income here as well, with our Order 1. You know, it's 155 here, 137 here, 175 with our fort there, 88, 78, 103. And I mean, this all adds up. That's uncontested. I don't have any PD on any of this shit because I'm not really worried about it. So the water presence makes a pretty big deal, and being able to easily go down there and just kind of stomp shit. I mean, we never, like, lost almost any of our units down here because the hoplites are really good underwater. 16 hit points, 18 protection, 4 to a square with 14 damage, length 4, spears and shields. Is like, yeah, that's a really good underwater unit. So that flexibility of being able to do both pretty well, because our sacreds, yeah, we kind of went with the cheesy stat bless, of course, but having sun on them is really solid. 18 protection, 13 hit points. Sure, they're slow, but who cares? You know, and yeah, high encumbrance, and that's why we wanted kind of a lot of damage, so we can end fights before it went on too long. But it worked, you know, it worked. Worked pretty well. So Erytheia, not bad at all, I would say. Definitely not overpowered or anything. And against an actual aquatic nation that has, like, aquatic sacreds down there, or who knows what, like, yeah, it could have gotten a lot trickier. And had they either of these nations made a really concerted effort to blow through our PDE here, because I didn't have forts here for a long time, it could have gotten a lot more complicated. That's always the case. So I think we did get lucky a bit, but I was pretty pleased with it. I think I don't mind this nation at all. And eventually we would have gotten actually to cast Solar Brilliance. That would have just been fun to see, blinding all the enemies, especially if we were up against, like, an undead nation. That would have been awesome. But it is what it is. It was a pretty quick game. Yeah, pretty damn quick. We barely got to interact with our pretender at all. Yeah, I mean, he's summoned some wave warriors and stuff, which are not terrible. I guess. I mean, 19 damage on the trident is vicious as hell. 14 protection's not bad. I mean, they're not amazing or anything, but they're not bad for free spawn that spawns with his army, so I don't have to, like, go pick it up anywhere. Yeah, it's not bad. Underwater forts, gain 20 resources, 30 income, bronze-armed mermen. So yeah, that was kind of our special thing. Because the Triton Hoplite is a special thing for us. So I think it was specifically the Wave Warriors we were allowed to make. I believe. Yeah. And so the Wave Warrior, it's good. I don't know if it's better than the Triton. It does a lot more damage than the Hoplites. But losing 4 protection and... well, they do have 1 higher defense, but 6 less HP. So... But yeah, they could have operated on a flank pretty well. Or 19 speed, they could have just been like cavalry. But we did also have the cavalry. It was a bit of a redundant pretender, I think we would say. I didn't really need what he brought to the table. But I also didn't need a pretender really at all. So it was all good. Alright, that'll do us. My name is Mangg. Game you're watching has been Dominion 6. And I'll see you fine folks next time.